If you're new to comics, buying comics in the store can sometimes be really intimidating. So here is exactly how to buy comics in a comic store. Most comic shops are going to have a couple different shelves to look at, and there are both paper comics and graphic novels. Graphic novels are essentially a book full of comic books. These are really good if you know you have a character or a specific series that you want to read, because graphic novels take all of the comics from a specific series and put them all into one published book for you. But if you're looking for individual paper comics, these will usually be in a different section of the store. And there's usually a couple different comic shelf sections. There's usually one titled New or This Week that has the newest comics available to buy. Then there's also shelves with still newer comics, but maybe ones that were published maybe a couple weeks ago. And a lot of comic stores also sell comics that you can buy from years past as well. Step one is to look for a character that you know you enjoy. For this example, I am going to be using Spider-Gwen. When you're looking at a comic, usually it has a little number somewhere on the front. Think of this as kind of like the chapter number or episode of whatever comic series that you're picking up. So if it says number 1, it'll be the first comic in an ongoing comic story. If it says number 2, it'll be the second comic in an ongoing comic story, and so on and so forth. So if you're looking for a comic series to start, your best bet is to probably find number 1. And just make sure to take time to flip through the shelves too. Sometimes if the comic story's been going on for a while, the newer comics will be pushed to the front and the older ones will be pushed to the back. Another thing you might run into is something called a variant cover or a variant edition. So for example, in this Ultimate Spider-Man comic I have, it says number 4 variant edition on the front. This doesn't change anything about the internal story of the comic. It just means that this has a different cover page on the front. So it just has different artwork than the original printed version. For example, this is what the original printed Ultimate Spider-Man number 4 cover looked like. And that's basically it. When you find a storyline you enjoy, now you know how to find the following issue numbers. And if it's still really new, usually the comic brands will post the release dates up on their website. So let's say I just picked up this number 1 copy of Spider-Gwen Smash and I was trying to find number 2. I would go on the Marvel page and just search Spider-Gwen Smash issue number 2, and it will tell you the date that it was originally published if it's already been released, or if it's yet to be published, it will tell you the expected release date. For all you new comic readers out there, I hope this helps and happy reading!